Hello students, good afternoon. Today our topic is Fourier transform. Fourier transform is used for analysis of signals, while Laplace transform is used for analysis of signals and systems. Any system is built up by addition of many elementary signals which are at different frequencies, have different amplitudes and relative phases. Using Fourier transform, we can plot amplitude and phase spectrum which provide us all the information about amplitude and their relative phases of elementary signals. It is used for formation from converting time domain signal into frequency domain signal. Definition of Fourier transform. The Fourier transform of signal is given by this formula: x of omega is equal to integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of t exponential minus j omega t dt, and this is Fourier transform of x of t. Similarly, x of f is equal to integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of t exponential minus j 2 pi f t dt. And this Fourier transform converts time domain signal into frequency domain signal, and inverse Fourier transform convert frequency domain signal into time domain signal. And inverse Fourier transform is given by x of t is equal to 1 by 2 pi integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of omega exponential j omega t d omega. And we know that omega is 2 pi f. So d omega is 2 pi df. So if we substitute the value of d omega here, then 2 pi f, 2 pi and 2 pi is cancelled out. Here omega is replaced by f, omega is replaced by 2f, and this 2 pi is cancelled out by 2 pi, and x of t is given by integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of f exponential j 2 pi f t df. Restrict conditions under which condition a Fourier transform exists. Signal x of t must have finite number of maxima and minima in a particular range. And second condition is finite number of discontinuous points in a particular range. Third, signal must be absolutely integrable. Signal must be absolutely integrable means area of absolute value of signal must be finite. And these are the exceptions: constant k, sin t, cos t and signum t. Because if we calculate the absolute value of k and integrate from minus infinity to plus infinity, then we get the, infinite, and third condition is not satisfied. Similarly, in sin t, this is the graph of sin t, and if we take the absolute value of sin t, this negative value is converted into positive, and if we integrate absolute value of sin t from minus infinity to plus infinity, we get infinite value. So this constant sin t, cos t and signum t, all these signals do not satisfy third condition, but we can calculate the value of we can calculate Fourier transform of constant k, sin t, cos t and signal t. Representation. Fourier transform of x of t is represented by x of omega, and inverse Fourier transform of x of omega is represented by x of t. And this is known as x of t. Means Fourier transform of x of t is x of omega, and inverse Fourier transform of x of omega is x of t, and this is known as Fourier transform pair. Magnitude and phase spectrum. The amplitude and phase spectrum are continuous in nature. An amplitude spectrum of real valued function x of t exhibit an even symmetry, means x of f is equal to x of minus f. Similarly, phase spectrum has an odd symmetry. It means that theta of f is equal to minus theta of minus f. Okay? आवाज तुम लोग को आ रही है? हेलो स्टूडेंट.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, आ रही है.
Okay. Then find out the Fourier transform of x of t. X of t is given by exponential minus at ut, and determine the Fourier transform. Also draw the spectrum. Also draw the amplitude spectrum and phase spectrum. So by definition, x of omega. Wait for okay. X of t is equal to exponential minus at ut. Then according to the definition of Fourier transform, x of omega is given by integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of t exponential minus j omega t. Substitute the value of x of t, and x of t is exponential minus at ut. This presence of ut converts this limit from minus infinity to plus infinity to 0 to infinity, because value of ut is 0 when t is less than 0, or for negative axis value of ut is 0. So here we get limits of integration from 0 to infinity, and if we integrate this expression and substitute the values of limit, we get the value of x of omega, and value of x of omega is given by 1 by a plus j omega. And if we rationalize this expression, we get this expression, and this is the real part of x of omega, and this is imaginary part of x of omega. So if we calculate the magnitude of x of omega, magnitude of x of omega of complex number is under root square of real number plus square of imaginary number. So magnitude of x of omega is 1 by under root a square plus omega square, and phase angle is given by tan inverse omega by a, and if omega is 0, then magnitude is 1 by a, and if we increase the value of omega, magnitude decreases, and this is the amplitude plot. Similarly, for different values of omega, we can plot the phase spectrum of this segment. Next, Find the Fourier transform of an impulse function x of t is equal to impulse function and draw the spectrum. Before calculating the Fourier transform of this impulse function, first we discuss this expression. If we multiply any arbitrary signal x of t with impulse function, then value of impulse function is 0 except at t is equal to 0. So when this function is multiplied by this function, we get the value of this function only at t is equal to 0. This is shown in this figure. If we integrate the multiplication of impulse function and any arbitrary function, then we get the value of function at t is equal to 0, and we know that the area of impulse function is always 1, and here we get value of signal at t is equal to 0. This property is known as shifting property of impulse function because this impulse function shift this whole signal at t is equal to 0. And similarly, if this impulse function is shifted towards right at t is equal to t naught, and if we multiply this impulse function with this function, we get the value of arbitrary function at t is equal to t naught. Clear? So if we x of omega Fourier transform is given by this expression. If we substitute the value of x of t, this is this impulse function, shift this function at t is equal to 0. And if we substitute t is equal to 0, we get t exponential 0, and value of exponential 0 is 1. So Fourier transform of this impulse function is shown by DC value of constant value 1. And this one is real number, so there is no phase. There is no need of drawing phase plot because tan theta is equal to tan inverse imaginary part divided by real part. Since imaginary part is 0, then phase angle is 0. So it is clear that this impulse function contains entire frequency component. Means this x of omega contains all the frequency component, and all the frequency components have identical magnitude. All the frequency components have magnitude which is equal to 1, and bandwidth of impulse function is infinite, and all frequency components are in the same phase. Next is find out the inverse Fourier transform of impulse function in frequency domain. क्लियर हो रहा है? समझ में आ रहा है तुम लोगों को? हेलो अरुणामा, हेलो.
Yes, ma'am.
क्लियर हो रहा है? समझ में आ रहा है Fourier ट्रांसफॉर्म?
Yes, ma'am.
Find the inverse Fourier transform of impulse function in frequency domain. Inverse formula for inverse Fourier transform is given by this, and if we substitute the value of x of omega here, and this impulse function, shift this function at omega is equal to 0 by using the shifting property of impulse function. And if we substitute omega is equal to 0, it means that inverse Fourier transform of impulse function is 1 by 2 pi, or we can say that Fourier transform of 1 by 2 pi is this, or we can say that Fourier transform of 1 is 2 pi impulse function in frequency domain. So if this is the DC value of x of t, or we can say that this is the time domain signal 1, and Fourier transform of this DC value is 2 pi impulse function in Fourier in frequency domain. Then find out inverse Fourier transform of delta omega minus omega naught. Then substitute the value of this, and here this impulse function or delta omega minus omega naught, shift this function at omega is equal to omega naught, and if we substitute the value of omega or replace the value of omega by omega naught, we get this expression. Or we can say that Fourier transform of this Fourier transform of 1 by 2 pi x multiplied by exponential j omega naught t is equal to delta omega minus omega naught. And or we can say that Fourier transform of j omega naught t is given by 2 pi delta omega minus omega naught. Similarly, here when there is plus sign, in this case minus, and if we determine the Fourier transform of exponential minus j omega naught t, we get 2 pi delta omega plus omega naught. Clear? Then find out the Fourier transform of cos omega t. We know that cos t is given by exponential j theta plus exponential minus j theta divided by 2. So cos omega naught t is given by this expression, and we know that Fourier transform of exponential j omega naught is given by 2 pi del omega minus omega naught, and Fourier transform of exponential minus j omega t is 2 pi del omega plus omega naught. So Fourier transform of cos omega naught t is given by this expression, and we can say that Fourier transform of cos omega naught t is given by so this is the waveform of cos omega t, and we get the Fourier transform of this cos omega t is this. We get only two impulse functions, one at omega naught plus omega naught and other at minus omega naught. Find the Fourier transform of signal function, and signal function is given by this, and so Fourier transform of x of t integration minus infinity to plus infinity signum t exponential minus j omega t dt. So value of signum t is minus 1 from minus infinity to 0. So minus infinity to 0, value of signal function is minus 1, and from 0 to plus infinity, value of signal function is 1, and if we integrate these two expressions and substitute the limit, we get this expression, and substituting the limit, we get the 1 by j exponential 0 minus exponential minus infinity. Value of exponential minus infinity is 0. This is 1. Similarly, value of exponential minus infinity is 0. Exponential 0 is 1. We get 2 by j omega. Fourier transform of signum function is 2 by j omega. And if we draw the amplitude spectrum, we get spectrum like amplitude spectrum like this, and this is the phase spectrum of signum t. Find the Fourier transform of triangular pulse. Solution. ये मैं करा चुकी हूँ क्या तुम लोगों को Fourier transform? हेलो अरुणा रंजीत नील
यस मैम नहीं कराया पहले ये
पहले नहीं कराया
नहीं कराया मैम
ओके ठीक फाइंड आउट Fourier transform of triangular pulse. This is the triangular. You have to find out the Fourier transform of this triangular pulse. Equation of line P1 to P2. This is the straight line. So we know that the equation of straight line is y is equal to mx plus c. M is slope of the line. Slope of the line is given by y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. x1. This is the x1. x1 is minus t by 2 and 0, and x2 is 0 and y2 is a. And if we substitute this value, we get the equation of a straight line. For this straight line, we get the equation of a straight line, and for this straight line, we get another equation. So x of t is given by a plus a 1 plus 2 by t multiplied by small t, and for this range and a 1 minus 2 by t multiplied by small t for this range. And if we substitute the value of x of t, if we substitute the value of x of t in this equation, we get this final equation, and by rearranging this equation, we get next expression. And if we change t to minus t in first and third term, then we get this equation. Limit is changed in this equation, and integration 0 to t by 2 exponential j omega t dt plus exponential 0 to t by t exponential minus j omega t dt is given by 2 cos omega t dt. Similarly, in this expression we get 2t cos omega t dt, and if we integrate this, we get this expression sin omega t divided by omega, and limit is t by 2 to 0 to t by 2. In this case, this 2 is constant, so we take this 2 out of the integration. So 4a by t and t sin omega, integrate cos omega t sin omega t divided by omega, and 0 to t by 2 is limit, and here dt by dt is 1, and if we integrate this second time, we get the final equation is this and this term is cancelled out. We get this expression, and if we solve this expression, we get final expression is this. Rearrange this expression, and we know that sine x divided by x is sample or sinc function, and here this is sine square omega t by 4. It means that this is square of sample function का ये स्क्वायर है, and amplitude is a by at by 2. This is the sampling function. If we square this sampling function, this negative term becomes positive, and this is shown in square of sample or sinc function. There is minor difference between sample and sinc function. This is the amplitude spectrum of triangular signal. Obtain the Fourier transform of given rectangular pulse. This is the rectangular pulse, and rectangle t by small t by capital T is given by a. This t is duration of this rectangular wave. कैसे ये लिखा है यहाँ पे, ये हो गया तुम्हारा रेक्टेंगुलर, ये क्या है तुम्हारा रेक्टेंगुलर वेव. रेक्टेंगुलर वेव इज रिटन एज rectangle t divided by duration of this pulse. Duration is capital T and it is equal to amplitude of the pulse. So rectangular small t divided by capital T is A for this range, and it is 0 all other places. And if we substitute the value of x of t, we get this value, and integrating exponential minus j 2 pi f t, we get a divided by minus j 2 pi f, and if we substitute these limits in this equation, we get this equation, and by rearranging we get this equation or expression, and this term is equal to sine pi f t, and if we rearrange 2 to this equation, then we get at sine pi f t divided by pi f t, and this sine x by x is sinc function. In sinc function there is no pi, but in sample function pi is there. So a rectangle t by t is given by at sinc f of t, f t. And we draw the sinc function is phase spectrum has 0 value for all the values of f. Since sinc function sinc x of x is 0 when sin x is 0, except at x is equal to 0, and sin x is 0 when x is n pi, means अगर x जो है वो पाई होगा, sin pi is 0, sin 2 pi is 0, sin 3 pi is 0. So sin x is 0 when x is n pi or x is plus minus pi, plus minus 2 pi or plus minus 3 pi. So this sinc function is 0 when x is n pi. Obtain the Fourier transform of unit step function. Unit step function ut is equal to 1 when t is greater than 0 or ut is equal to 0 otherwise, and if we substitute this value 0 to infinity, value of ut is 1, and if we integrate exponential minus 2 pi minus j 2 pi ft, we get this, and value of exponential minus infinity is 0, value of exponential 0 is 1, and Fourier transform of ut is 1 by j 2 pi f of omega. Amplitude spectrum is shown in this figure. When f is 0, amplitude is infinity, and phase spectrum is given in imaginary part divided by real part. Real part is in this case is 0. Properties of Fourier transform. Linearity property. If Fourier transform of x of t, कितनी भी प्रॉपर्टी है फोरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म फोरियर सीरीज, सारी प्रॉपर्टीज जो हैं वो सेम तरह से प्रूव की जाएंगी. तो प्रॉपर्टीज में ध्यान दो. इफ फोरियर ट्रांसफॉर्म ऑफ एक्स ऑफ टी इज इक्वल टू x1 ओमेगा and Fourier transform of x2t is equal to x2 omega, then linear combination of x1t and x of t will result in the linear combination of their Fourier transform. This is the linear combination of x1t and x2t, and if you take Fourier transform of this combination, you get this expression according to the definition of Fourier transform, and here a1 and a2 both are constant value, so we can take this constant value out of this integration and we get a1 x1 omega plus a2 x2 omega. It means that linear combination of input signal results into linear combination of their Fourier transform. Time scaling. If Fourier transform of x of t is equal to x of omega, then calculate Fourier transform of x of at. Here, if we substitute at is equal to y, then dt is equal to dy by a, and if we substitute x of y exponential minus j, substitute the value of t is equal to y by a, and so 1 by a integration minus infinity to plus infinity x of y exponential minus j omega by a multiplied by y dy. So we can say that this expression is x of omega by a. Similar for the when a is negative real number. So combining these two, we can say that Fourier transform of x of at is given by 1 by mod of a multiplied by x of omega a. Means if here value of a is greater than 1, मान लो 2 है, इसकी वैल्यू क्या है, a की वैल्यू 2 है, तो यहाँ पे क्या होगा x of t and this is x of 2t. It means that this signal is compressed in time domain. Compression of signal in time domain when a is greater than 1 will expand the signal in frequency domain and vice versa. Means if signal is expanded in time domain, then that signal is compressed in frequency domain. Time shifting property. If x of t and x of f form a Fourier transform pair, then calculate the Fourier transform of x of t minus t td. and Fourier transform of this is given by the expression, and if we substitute t minus td is tau, then dt is equal to d tau, and this expression is converted into x tau exponential minus j 2 pi f t d plus tau d tau. Yet this tau is variable, so this tau is variable and td is constant, so we can take this term out of the integration because it is constant term, and this is also x of f. So we can say that time shifting does not affect the amplitude spectrum, but there is additional phase shift of minus j omega td. Duality. Next property is duality or symmetry property. आज के लिए सफिशिएंट है या आगे पढ़ाऊं तुम लोगों को? Duality.
Sufficient, ma'am.
हाँ
Sufficient है, ma'am.
सफिशिएंट है. नेक्स्ट टाइम नेक्स्ट क्लास.
Okay, ma'am.
ठीक है. Then class is over. I'm taking your attendance. अरुण रंजीत बस. और कौन था यहाँ पे? नहीं. ठीक है. Thank you. Your class is over.